This is LT Melton, and we're here with FetchYourNews.com, and we're here today with Brian Jones, the director of the Pickens County Community Center and Rec Center. Mr. Jones, talk a little bit about your job as the director, the responsibilities you have, and what you guys do here.
The job of the director for the Pickens County Recreation Department is several things. We are tasked with the day-to-day operations of the community center itself. The community center was built in 2011 to basically service anybody who's wishing to come and walk, do room rentals, things like that. So the day-to-day operations is keeping this thing up and running for the public. Also, outside the community center, we have our ball fields. We have during baseball season, we typically have most every ball field going on with 11 and 12, girls softball, boys baseball, all the way down to 5 and 6 to 3 and 4-year-old t-ball. But it's a daunting job just to try to keep everything organized and things of that nature. But it's interesting, to say the least.
Now, you talk about you have the ball fields, you have the soccer fields. Obviously, this is the time of year when soccer is going on. Talk a little bit about what goes into just the maintenance of keeping those fields fresh and clean for the kids and the athletes that participate on them.
The process of keeping Roper Park looking as well as it does it's really a team effort. We've got 3 full-time staff members down at the maintenance building, and we mow all year round. So when you see the fields looking as good as they look, including the soccer fields, it's because we mow literally all year round. Now with the soccer aspect, we are just a facility for the soccer, Mountain City Soccer. We actively do not have a soccer program, but they do their program through us. We typically mow the fields at least twice a week if we can. Along with that, we maintain, we put all the lines down for the soccer games. We maintain the goals and everything else. But it's one soccer season. They have 2 seasons. They have the fall season as well as the spring season. So they have pretty much soccer all year round here. That's one of the only sports that goes year round at PCRD.
Now, you talk about you said that you guys just house the soccer facility. Does that make your job a little easier, not having to actually manage that as opposed to just managing the field?
It makes it a lot easier. They had soccer here at PCRD several years ago, but they were also at the same time Mountain City was starting to break off and kind of do their own thing. Well, they decided to merge the 2 programs to make it better for the kids. Now with the facility we could probably run soccer, but Mountain City does such a great job, and all the coaches love working for their board. The main guy with Mountain City Soccer is David Finney. He's also a board member on the Pickens County Recreation Department as well. But it makes it easy for us because basically the agreement we have with them is we maintain the fields, we make sure everything's up and running, and they give us a portion of their overall registration fee. We don't have to buy uniforms, we don't have to buy soccer balls, none of that stuff. So it does make it easier not only on us, but the taxpayers as well. So
I was actually, I'm glad you brought that up, because I wanted to ask, as the director, you obviously have to be in charge of where the money goes, how the money comes in. How do you guys handle your budget? Do you get donations, or is it strictly off of the tax dollars?
95% of it is off of tax dollars. We struggle every year, just like every county department, trying to keep within budget. Every September, October, we go through the whole budget process, which we will be soon. We get a new budget every January the 1st, and then we basically are tasked with managing that money for 300, or at least for that entire year. And it's daunting. Things we can't account for hurts our budget, but we make up for it. We do get some donations, people bringing in basketballs, things like that, but nothing. It doesn't really significantly impact our budget. What we spend day to day comes out of our line items. So, and it's hard to keep track of, but and it's hard to make money go as fast as we make it go. But We do the best we can, and we're always within budget. If you look at our monthly budget reports, we're always right in line with the finance department's guidelines.
Now, let me ask you, obviously, as they say, the economy is in recovery now, but talk a little bit about the struggles you guys probably had when the economy was leaner, and obviously the rec department is going to be on the low end of the totem pole when the tax dollars get smaller.
Right. I came on board here in March of 2013. By that point, the recovery had already started happening. My former predecessor, Melinda Logan, and then Joe Herman, they might be able to speak on how they made those tax dollars stretch further when the recession happened. But since I've gotten here, we haven't had any issue with keeping the sports that we have going, which is baseball in the spring and then basketball in the wintertime. We've never had any issues funding those sports. Even with the increases of kids coming in, at one time, PCRD was the only baseball in town. We've had, sex break off like JYSA and travel ball as well, which has dwindled the numbers, but overall the program is still thriving. So.
Now, with the guys that you have, the kids that play in your programs, what do you, as a graduate of Pickens High School, as someone that grew up in Pickens, what do you see as I don't want to say benefit, but when you see the athletic programs, what do you envision from the kids that are playing basketball for you guys, playing baseball for you guys, have an impact in the next few years in the high school programs?
Our dream down here at PCRD is to be a feeder system for the high school. In my opinion, everybody wants to wear the green and black and be a dragon. Whatever we can do down here at PCRD to help that process between elementary school, then getting into middle school, and then going into high school, we want to help out those high school coaches to get the kids prepared. Whether it be, rec ball be strictly fundamentals, starting kids off earlier. Prime example, when I was growing up, we had no gym access for the most part. Now every day you can come to the community center and play basketball, which was something that was severely lacking when I was a kid, because up until the fact that when basketball started, you really couldn't get in a gym for the most part. But now, we're open every single day, including Sundays, and a lot of people don't know that. And we have gym access for anybody, not only Pickens County residents, but anybody outside the county, and you can come play for free. We have basketballs here. If we don't, we can. You can bring your own, but just having the access to the gymnasium, to the ball fields, I think will help the kids be more prepared for coming years in high school and stuff like that.
Now, not just the effect on the high school, what do you see as far as the community and just with the kids having a place to go play basketball or a place to go play baseball as opposed to finding something to get in trouble? What do you see as from the kids that you see come in here? Do you see a tangible aspect and a tangible result?
For a lot of people growing up in Pickens County, there's only a few things to do. You can either get in trouble or you can be in sports. That's with any mountain type community, there's not a whole lot of outlets. We're not, Cherokee County, we're not a Cobb County when there's a multitude of things to do other than athletics. So with the benefit of having sports across all boards, whether it be soccer, basketball, baseball, football, just having that outlet to go and play sports will keep kids from doing things they shouldn't be doing after school. Numerous times parents have come up to me, and not only Seth, and said, I'm going to have somewhere for my child to be those hours from 3:30 when school lets out until 6 o'clock until I can pick them up, because between those hours I have no idea what they're doing. So the fact that we can be open during those hours and give the kids an outlet, whether it be them shooting basketball in here, going out and playing baseball on the fields or playing soccer, that's something that will benefit Pickens County, for years to come.
Well, I appreciate your time, and thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.